Hey, welcome back. I'm registered dietitian Jen Broxterman. In today's video, we are going to wrap up with the final part 3 of our series on the 15 health tips that the experts actually agree upon contribute to long-term health and happiness. Now, if you missed part 2, make sure you go and catch that first. Otherwise, let's finish off with the final few tips. Number 11, limit alcohol. Now, don't hate, don't come at me with the cardiovascular studies on wine consumption. We can get those polyphenols and great plant chemicals just by eating our fruits and vegetables. Alcohol is actually a known carcinogen. It's connected to cancer, it disrupts our sleep patterns. Again, it's something that we don't need to thrive and be healthy. Now, of course, in moderation, a way to relax socially, fine. But if you're not a really big drinker, don't add to it. Let's not participate in wine culture and just sort of the normalization of overconsumption. The more you can pull back on this habit, the better your health is actually going to be. Number 12 is cook with herbs and spices. This is often a really forgotten health tip. There's a reason why our ancestors brought a lot of flavor into the homemade meals that they made. One, it tastes good and is delicious, and we don't need as much sugar and salt and other sort of chemicals to add flavor to our food. But there are so many powerful chemicals inside of our herbs and spices that are great for long-term health, especially protecting against certain diseases such as cancer. Number 13 doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. This one is all about nurturing and protecting those positive social relationships in your life. One of the books I read recently was from a Harvard researcher that's running one of the longest running studies in human history on longevity, health, and happiness. And you know what the strongest correlator is for survival into old age? The strength of your social bonds. It outpaced exercise, it outpaced not smoking, it outpaced nutrition. How well we are connected to our significant other, our family, our friend groups plays a huge protective role against things like anxiety, depression, loneliness, but it's good for our heart, it's good for our mental health. So don't neglect the people that are most important to you. It's really good for your health to make time and invest in those relationships. Number 14 is to get outside and spend time in nature. There is something just so healing about being in the presence of greenery and trees or near large bodies of water or mountains. There's studies on the science of awe, right? We have more awe and enjoyment experiences just in powerful nature moments. But nature is also a place that we can disconnect from screens, have some quiet, have some peace, have some tranquility. We know that it's going to help decrease things like depression and anxiety. It actually helps to lower blood pressure. So any little patch of nature that might be near you, take some time to get outside and go hang out among the forest and the fauna, get outside in nature. And finally, number 15, have a gratitude practice. People that are grateful and can find those little moments to just be thankful for what they have, again, tend to be happier, healthier individuals. So what's interesting about our human brain is we're built in, our default factory setting is the negativity bias. What's the negativity bias? If you haven't heard of it, it's our default to focus on all the things going wrong, all the problems, all the hurtful comments, all the things that we wish were going better or could be fixed. So unfortunately, that's just our programmed brain's default setting. But you know what? When we're being grateful, it's hard to be judgmental or critical or angry or upset. So people that can find moments in their day just to take a moment and be grateful for a couple of things or one thing to start, again, tend to have better mental health over the long run. So now that we're through that list of 15, I am so curious to ask you guys this question. What I always do with my nutrition clients is I say, lean in to your intuition. Trying to do all 15, overwhelming. Let's not go there. Don't do that. Instead, I want you to notice like your soul's craving. Is there something from that list that you know would make you feel better, but you've just gotten away from it? Maybe for you, that nature tip was like, yes, every time I go for a walk in the woods, I always come back with a clear head and I feel better. But you can't remember the last time you've been outside. Go do that in the next month. Maybe you know you're chronically dehydrated and you've just got to really get some water into you during the day and you're going to feel so much better and have more energy. Lean into that. Yes, you might be in the bathroom a little bit more this next month, but trust me, your liver and kidneys are going to thank you. Maybe you don't really think about your gut bacteria and the fermented food and increasing the fiber is something that's piqued your curiosity and you want to give that a try. Now, of course, give yourself some time to adjust. Just don't go dumping lots of fiber into you. But of that list of 15, I hope there was one or maybe two things that especially called to you. So here's what I want to do in this supportive community. I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What is that one or two things that caught your eye from today's video that you're going to really give a focus in this next month and just see how it makes you feel to feel a little bit more like yourself, but that best, happy, healthy version of you. This is a place where we cheer each other on and we lift each other up. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope something from that list will help benefit you and help you feel better. And until next time, I'm registered dietitian Jennifer Broxterman. I'll see you soon.